Hello and welcome back to the last video filmed outside on the balcony for this growing season, because tonight these plants are all going to move inside again, because temperatures this weekend and also the next week are supposed to be very low. I think below 15 degrees during the day and below 5 degrees at night, which realistically is more than appropriate for the season, but not appropriate for tropical plants. So these babes are gonna move inside, but I kept my favorite group of my collection for the last... Yeah, I know I need to water this. Never mind. We ignore it. And that is Cattleya walkeriana and nobilior. And these are... I don't know why, but this is just my favorite group of plants, and I want to tell you which ones I have. This one here, which is sitting in a hanger that was made by my aunt. This one here is actually my favorite plant in the entire collection. This is the Cattleya walkeriana that tried to bloom twice, successfully bloomed earlier this year. And there is a new growth coming. Initially I thought this might actually be a flower spike, but I think this looks way too much like a new normal pseudobulb. But anyways, I hope it's going to rebloom in winter. So the last two times it was kind of getting ready around February. So yeah, maybe that is just the you know, maybe that is just the season it's in. And you can see this is the spent flower spike. Cattleya walkeriana nobilior are very special in that sense, because they do not bloom from the top of the pseudobulb like all the other Cattleyas and Cattleyas and so on, but they actually produce a new growth only for the flowers. So almost a little bit like a bulbophyllum in that sense, right? They also always have like the new growth coming out for the flower spikes, and that growth arises from the bottom of the pseudobulbs. Taxonomically, actually, Cattleya walkeriana, despite having only one leaf, is very closely related to all of the bifoliate Cattleyas. So, you know, I don't know, your bicolors, your guttata, Forbesia and so on. Taxonomically, they are actually pretty close to each other, and nobilior, of course, you can see that is natural bifoliate species. And so yeah, I mean, I've been hating bifoliate Cattleyas for all this time. I do have a few myself now, and now my favorite Cattleyas actually are very closely related to bifoliates. I mean, at this point I might as well get a phalaenopsis, right? So anyway, before that happens, this Cattleya walkeriana was actually came to me together with this one in the same pot in 2020, same kind of this size pot, and you can see both of them developed really well. But I want to point out something on this plant, and maybe viewers, you can give me some insight here, because I don't know if you can tell, but there are so many pseudobulbs that were aborted, that failed, that just shriveled off on this plant, and I'm not really sure what the issue was, because but presumably this plant and this plant should be siblings. They should come, you know, they came in the same pot, so they're either clones of each other or they're you know, seed siblings. But I don't know, this plant has been struggling so much. Right here you can also see it, I hope. So anyways, there was supposed to be a pseudobulb here, which then produced these two ones, but it's so shriveled, and the new growths are much smaller than what this plant used to produce before. And I really don't know why. Was it the heat? Was it the lack of nutrients? Well, I don't know what it was, but it would refuse to grow roots. And even these roots here, they're pathetic roots. I'm sorry, but like, what is this? Like, this is the kind of roots I want to see, right? They're, you know, long, strong, and interesting, but these ones are just like, so yeah. let me know what the issue is. It seems to be better now. But yeah, compare, right? The leaf size on this growth and then the new one that came afterwards. Much smaller, much weaker. Weird. But yes, now that we've talked about this, let's have a look at other plants in my collection. Cattleya walkeriana and nobilior are really interesting because they come in so many different color forms. Right, so for example, this one here is a Cattleya nobilior rubra. So that means it has very dark red, very intensely colored flowers, and I don't know, what do you think? Maybe next spring we can see it try out a flowering spike for the first time. That would be really exciting. Then this one is, I think, a cerulescens, nobilior, Cattleya nobilior cerulescens? No, cerulensis. Sorry. Cerulensis. I'm not sure if it's a cerulescens. Anyways, I guess it's kind of bluish. Then over there we have nobilior alba. So this is supposed to be with white flowers. This is one of the first plants I got from Großrechner Orchideen, and you can see new roots and everything. Beautiful. Then this one is a semi-alba. This is from Bella Vista, as is this one. These two came in the same haul actually. The rubra, which is the one in the back, and then the semi-alba here. Very excited. This is Tucantinensis semi-alba. So, and I think Tucantinensis, I don't know, it's might be an Amalie, not 100% sure, don't quote me on this. And then last but absolutely not least, this is one that I'm super excited for. This is Cattleya nobilior concolor by Vinicolor, which are two of my favorite color forms. So this came with these two pseudobulbs here, no roots, no nothing, and it sat around for half a year, I would say, just in complete shock. And I don't blame it, because being imported from Brazil as like very obviously a young plant, but then also with only two pseudobulbs, that's really rough. But I'm really happy it grew this new growth. It produced roots, so I hope I can keep this alive, because that is a really rare color form, and I would love to have a pure Vinicolor, a pure concolor for both of my nobilior and my walkeriana collection. So furthermore, we have these ones here. This is Cattleya nobilior Amalie Britannicus by Pararayu. I'm not sure that's how you pronounce it, but you can see this was also an import from Brazil. It has a new growth coming. I still don't understand why they send such tiny imports to Europe, but whatever. Then here we have two pots, 3 plants in total. This is Cattleya walkeriana 4N. So this is supposed to be a polyploid walkeriana. And then, you know, maybe we continue with the walkerianas. This one is Cattleya walkeriana perola. This is a semi-alba crossed with a semi-alba flammea. So this is supposed to have kind of a marbled look, of white background with, you know, red or kind of dark magenta marbles. And I don't know if you can hear, but my neighbors decided to switch on some music. Good for them. I am still missing a pure alba for walkeriana, but I've also seen that apparently the breeding for walkeriana alba is a bit shady, because many of them rely on Orchid and another clone. And I think they're supposed to be not pure walkerianas, but they have some Forbesii. No, but they have some Lodogii influence or like heritage. So, you know, difficult. So, but anyways, then I have these two walkerianas, semi-alba, but their growths are bifoliate. Very interesting. These are from Großrechner Orchideen, so I'm not sure what happened there. but yeah. Huh. So then next to it we have Cattleya walkeriana, Cerulean, right? Yes, Cerulean. This is Misericordia, which is a very interesting name. Misericordia, I guess, means pity in English, so very interesting. And then last but not least, this one was actually this is from a plant swap with Mark from Toki World. Mark, this is Cattleya walkeriana Strella. Sorry. Really cool. Crossed with Diane Wenzel. And this came with no roots and very shriveled. You can see it's still a bit stressed, but the most recent growth looks really good. And I'm really happy with it. But oof, the burn. Kuhus. Don't love that. I thought Walkeriana can take a lot of sun, but maybe not. But whatever. Yeah, but whatever. That's just what we have to deal with. And wait, I forgot this one. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is Cattleya walkeriana semi-alba. It's a cross of two. Wait, let me check. This is a pretty new plant. Orlando Mazzetto by Giffy, I guess. So this is another semi-alba. So if these ones turn out, I don't know, Brazilian Jewel, which is Nobilior by Walkeriana, if they're Nobiliors, then I have this one, which looks more like a normal Walkeriana. But yeah, so this is the Walkeriana and Nobilior collection. As I said, I still need the Walkeriana alba, Walkeriana rubra, vinicolor, concolor. These are 4 must-haves for my collection. And then I would like the vinicolor and concolor for the Nobiliors. And I don't think I have a tipo Nobilior actually, so I guess I need that as well. So yeah, there you go. There's always more you need, but especially vinicolor and concolor are really rare. I feel like they're not really sold in Europe. People don't look for them, I guess. And also, they're really expensive if you look for them elsewhere. So a few €1,000 for a Walkeriana, I don't know, it's not in my budget for now anyways. But yeah, let's have a final look at the collection as it's outside. There are some plants there and here, right? Next time we talk to each other, we're not gonna see these plants outside, but they're going to be inside. And also inside, I will show you the Paphipetalums, right? I haven't showed those, I still have them. But yeah, I don't know, I guess we're ending on a shot of this Fred Clarkiara After Dark. Which, I don't know, there are 2 plants. I want to show this one by itself and then this one as well. Wondering, is that like a little bulge there? I don't know, time will tell. But thanks a lot for watching, thanks a lot for commenting and so on. I really enjoyed filming this series. I feel like it was a good way for me to kind of get back into the YouTube thingy because I hadn't done it in so long, but you know, enough about that. And yes, see y'all later. Boom.